Milken isn't a place that's only about the years that they spend with us. The goal of Milken, the mission really, is to set the foundation for who they are for the rest of their lives.
Our school prepares our kids to take their place according to a tradition, which has proven itself to be one of values and one of a meaningful life and one of giving back to the world.
I really believe in the transformative power of the Milken education.
For my son, Milken provides an environment that really fosters comfort and growth.
Milken didn't just teach me the academic disciplines, both secular and Jewish, but it taught me how to learn.
Elle is an out-of-the-box kid. She has totally found her people here.
And there's an ethical framework here. It's a good lens to look through. We're really glad our daughter's here.
Academics wasn't a matter of stress, but it was really a matter of inspiration.
I was able to try out a bunch of different things. I took that law and society class, found out that I actually do enjoy law. It's something that I want to pursue outside of Milken.
In my first year, I took computer science and design arts, thinking I was going to love computer science and not love design arts. And it was the other way around, because I found out I love design. Now I'm on the architecture track.
Gave me the resources that I needed, whether it was college counseling, extra hours when studying and needing to perform well on exams.
We're going into multivariable calculus and I think some linear algebra. And those are classes that I wouldn't be able to take until Calc 3 or late into my college life.
It's not about teaching your subject. It's not about teaching science or math. It's really about teaching the human in front of you.
It's equally valuable to us for students to try something, explore, find that they don't like it and don't want to pursue it, as it is for students to try something and really spark and dig in and pursue it further.
We curricularize our college counseling process. We break it down into really manageable chunks, and we run it like a class. We want kids to be the best versions of themselves, and our college counseling team is set up to make that happen.
I think Milken stands alone in terms of private Jewish schools, in terms of its academic excellence, getting teenagers to think about their moral character, set those young folks apart as they enter the world.
I think that Milken nurtured me into the person that I've wanted to be.
The relationships that our teachers build with our students outside the classroom help us be better educators within the classroom and get to see them pursue their interests and passions and really find new pathways for them to further explore who they are.
The portrait of the graduate at Milken speaks of 3 different domains: students who think well, students who belong to something greater than themselves, and students who take positive action. Recognized for the way they think, recognized for the way they walk through the world.
We lean into relationships with students and with families. When students pop out of the car in the morning, I want to be able to say their name.
The Jewish life at Milken is very immersive.
Everyone's exploring a different part of their Jewish identity.
The Jewish studies classes and doing Hebrew as a language makes me feel really connected to Judaism.
It's one thing to say that you love Judaism, say that you're Jewish, be proud of being a Jew or a Zionist, and it's a completely other thing to know what you're talking about.
If I hadn't come to Milken, really, I wouldn't have had the toolkit to actually continue to access Judaism as I grew older. And I think in a way that is just so critical today, because otherwise we lose touch with the core deep history and tradition, whether that's through prayer or through class, and everything else has just been a game changer.
I wanted my kids to be involved in something that was so critical to the community as a whole. And I wanted them to feel that they were part of something both here in Los Angeles and have that connection as well with Israel. By the time our students leave Milken, we want them to know and feel that they have a stake in the future of Israel and the role that it will play in the lives of Jews around the world.
I feel Milken really focuses on building a sense of Kehilah, a community that you're not going to be able to find anywhere else.
You don't just stick to your grade. I have friends in all 4 grades. I talk to everyone. It's not called Milken Community School for nothing. The community's actually there.
I found it very welcoming, a place where you're encouraged to try new things and join new groups.
I'm part of a club called the Milken Business Club,
and we just opened up smoothies, and we're starting to sell kosher smoothies during lunchtime. And one of my personal favorite clubs right now is the Tefillin Club, which is doing the mitzvah of putting tefillin onto many kids every Friday.
The goal of the house system, I think, overall is just to really create that sense of community.
Students and teachers are engaging in something to rally around, something to cheer for.
The whole sports curriculum is great, but I love how they really focus on building a team.
Through water polo is where I made a lot of my closest friends now, and through volleyball last year, I was able to meet a bunch of seniors and have a bunch of friends who are older than me. Feel like you're a part of a team or something bigger than just you is something super fun and amazing.
Being able to maintain the friendships I've had for Milken 20 years later is really special. Many of us have dealt with loss together. Having those friendships is really rare. Those were people who loved you before you became anything.
The Milken community, it's like a family, and a Jewish family, so they're especially caring.
It takes a village, and I knew that my daughter had a great village here because I'm not with her when she's at school, but I knew that she had people here that she could count on.
Some of our greatest friends are like our kids' parents now. We're like magnets for each other.
My best friends till this day are Milken alums, playing sports together, going on trips. A lot of our children now are similar ages. You continue to grow with each other.
I think you need to be a part of something bigger to really find that belonging.
The entire Los Angeles Jewish community is buzzing about Milken. Our alums serve on boards, that they're leaders in their Hillels on campus, that the kids who are our newest members of our community feel lucky and privileged to be here, that our kids take care of one another, that they go off into the world and they remain connected.
What's going on at Milken today is being talked about throughout Jewish education, not only here in Los Angeles, but in the region and even in the country. The fact that we're doing everything at the highest level and producing those leaders that are really prepared for the challenges of this time in which we live shows that we are going to have a major impact on this community. Our students will be taking their place as the future leaders of this community.
And I'm excited about where the school is headed and the importance that the school is going to play in our community as we provide a place to send all kids who are looking for a Jewish education.
What this school has accomplished, following Rabbi Zeldin's vision, was to give our young people that confidence back, that they can shape the world. The school itself is evidence of the message we wanted to give the young people. They have the power to invent a new future.
I know that Milken is meeting its mission when I see students and alumni engaging both on their college campuses and in the LA Jewish community as proud and literate Jews.
I think Milken does a great job of preparing kids academically. I mean, everyone's ready to go to college, but more importantly, they're ready to face the world and contribute to the world. It's not just about our own success, but making sure that there's a broader impact in the community.
Milken's greatest strength is fostering and creating strong Jewish identity in its students. And I think that that identity is important to take them beyond college into their everyday lives.
I think Milken has the potential to be the hub and epicenter for the whole Jewish community in Los Angeles.
We are looked at as a model and an experimenter in setting the goals and the standards for what Jewish education could look like, not only in LA, but in the nation overall.
Our tradition says that none of us are required to complete the tasks, but none of us are allowed not to engage in that task. So each generation has that responsibility to surpass the generation before them, to do the best they can to make the world a better place.